God, you were who we was talking about? Oh.
No, not today. This was a few weeks ago.
Oh. I
Alright,
probably
go
know
on.
what he said though. So Earl going with ZSS, I think I've seen him use ZSS like once.
It's not a bad
He's the
option
man of
against-
many characters, and the characters like his selection of characters aside from the Fire Emblem swords, none of it like is cohesive.
Yeah,
Like ZSS, Cloud, and then Fire Emblems and Sheet.
I think
Like, it makes no sense.
the one like recurring factor in all those is they were really good in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Not to say that ZSS isn't great now. She's still an amazing character, but
she's a bit different.
yeah. And I do like the ZSS figures, especially on Battlefield. She's gonna have a lot more like quick options and a lot of burst options to deal with Byleth. Plus, that projectile is gonna be doing so much work.
Yeah, it can be a good spacing tool. She's like, okay, I need you to just get out of here right now. Let me just throw this out and completely block off your area. I'm surprised he didn't go for the up B. Maybe he didn't want to steal it at all, because it could have killed.
There's
If
a
he just
chance.
if he held out a little bit, because you can actually move her a little bit to the left and right when you do it. So if he
Yeah.
held right when he did it, he could have moved himself and Ravenking just a little bit closer to the blast zone.
Mhm. There's a chance it kills, but like I think protecting it and not letting it stale so you can get the kill here is the
Yeah.
better option.
I think he meant to turn it around.
I think so. It's just so funny seeing like people not being able to run through characters anymore. It just looks so funny just running out of shield.
Yeah, just like running in someone. It's like the shield is a like a hitbox that you just can't run through.
Yeah. Let me just run at the shield, Chile.
Ciao, let me just get stuck on someone's shield.
I really hope that Steve, when he comes out, has like an actual shield as his shield. Like Pit down B back in Brawl.
I wonder what the shield animations. Now that I think about it, because like, what's he gonna do? Could you imagine if he just stands there when he shields?
He just T-poses.
It could be his crouch, and it could be like when you press shift and you do that like slight crouch, which I think is his crouch,
Yeah.
which
I
might
love
be
that
the
they
worst
kept
crouch in
that.
Smash history.
I love that they kept that, even though it's gonna be the worst crouch. Besides maybe like D to D's.
Well, DDD's gets a little bit of height down. I think that legit does nothing. It could have honestly also been like a slight balance mechanic to make sure that like, I mean, technically, it works perfectly fine as a crouch, as well as you basically don't get to pancake anything.
Oh, great downer through the
Speaking
stage
of pancakes,
Ravenking.
mashing her into one. Immediate
Yeah.
retaliation.
This was like Earl's
In
game
Earl's
to
favor
lose.
for
And
so long.
And then Ravenking just said, "Let me just play neutral, Chile."
He said, let me play neutral, cha.
Ravenking just the
Let me throw
master.
this spear at you, cha.
Raveking's just like a master of never being out of it. He's always like, he plays so well in disadvantage. To the point where like, you almost kind of want to be down against Ravenking. Not like down a stock or anything, but you want to be like, you want to make him make a mistake. And he's
You
not
want to
gonna-
be in disadvantage so he can make a mistake, and then
yeah,
you can be the one to then be in advantage now.
exactly. Because if you don't, and you're in advantage, and you make a mistake like Earl did on the recovery of a second stock, this game's might slip away from his grasp.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely even now, because both of them are at kill percent. If Earl gets like one kill out of the combo and then into up B type thing, or if Raven just gets like one good hit.
Earl is also approaching the percent where his side B will take a kill on. Okay, that's gonna do it.
Yeah, it was a bad up B on the ground.
Alright, first game going to Earl. With the ZSS taking the game from the Byleth. That could have been a stage-specific pick. I wouldn't be surprised if he switched off. But, I mean, it did work out, so we could be seeing more of it.
I mean, I doubt Ravenking's going to go back to it.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to a triplat against ZSS. Even though triplats are very, very good for Byleth.
Never mind.
Unless
Also, the fact that top platform really didn't get used that often. Like, I don't really remember too much happening with, like, at all. It wasn't even any, like, small combos.
that is true.
Side platforms, yes, a lot happened on those. There you go, that's what he was looking for the last.
Yeah, we're immediately going to be seeing that top platform get utilized by Ravenking. Showing that, you know what, maybe Byleth does do good on the stage, as well as
He heard me talking about top platform not getting used at all. He said, oh, let me change that for you.
We're talking about this boss battle music that's in the background.
I mean, fitting Grand Finals. At least it's not the Wii Shop.
It's true.
I'd love, if this went to a Game 10, I would love the Wii Shop theme to be the music.
Or like, oh no.
That was just, he couldn't see the stage. What music is this? I remember it. I can't tell.
This is Gamer from
Right. I was like, I recognize this like kind of chanting chorus or choir.
It's like when the mom comes and sees you.
Yeah. Good DI. I didn't think he was gonna die there. I do eat my words on saying that Earl should have gone for the up B at 88 last game because it would have killed.
Yeah, Ravenking, like, he's not gonna die from that, and Byleth is honestly a pretty heavy character.
Byleth has some decent weight to him.
He's got all four of those, like,
Weapons.
The legendary weapons. Good forward air to back air there from Earl. He's got some life in him in this game. You know, he lost 2 stocks very early, but neither of them were of Ravenking's accord. Like,
yeah, I see a fire in it. A candle.
Oh, unless that happens.
And there was the candle snuffer himself in the form of a Nair. Yeah, Raven wanted that. He wanted the run. He wanted that stage run back.
Yeah, and it definitely like paid dividends for him. Like, not only was it really good from like the top platform combo that we saw at the very beginning, but Battlefield has such large blast zones, and Byleth has such a great recovery that he's able to like dip down so low and take the camera away from the stage like we saw him do, and that threw off Earl's game.
Yeah, Earl went just a little bit too low, which is like that is like a real thing that can be kind of annoying. Oh god. And when the camera moves too much, especially when you're both really high and you're trying to land on stage but as close to the edge as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just miss ledge entirely and then you die. I thought he landed in the sleep because he did nothing.
He's like, you know what? It's 11 o'clock. Maybe it's time to sleep. Byleth, you've been working hard all day teaching these students. You deserve a nap. Oh, okay. Good recovery there.
Yeah, all tethers except for mid-mins are really good.
That is true.
Mid-mins just sucks.
It honestly makes me a little sad, like, Min-Min's design. That is, she seemed like such a cool character upon, like first viewing. This edge guard from Ravenking, jeez.
Yay, got the spike. I was like, please end it out. Please end it with a spike. He went so deep for it. Like 3 times in a row.
And that was a reverse edge guard too. It's that entire sequence started out with Ravenking being the one in disadvantage. Shows he's such a good player.
He's really good at getting back to stage. He's really good at edge guarding.
Yeah.
He has a really good everything. Like there's not too much of Ravenking's that's like a glaring weakness.
When you're going up against Ravenking, when you see Ravenking in your bracket, like, what do you plan for? Like,
Your funeral.
Where do you think? Oh, this is where I'm going to exploit him. This is where I push my advantage. You just have to, like,
You have to just wait for him to make a small mistake.
yeah. It's so hard to like weather the storm against a player this good.
Oh, that was close. There's also actually that might have just been in between hits.
Yeah, I think. Oh, good roll.
He should have held it for longer, so he got the hard read.
Just read the double roll.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that. Fortunately, Nair sending the wrong way. Now where Ravenking wanted, although he does get the point blank arrow.
Yeah, so arrow is actually a really good tool in the matchup against hero. We saw it early on in the second stock. Earl threw out a bang, and the arrow went through it. I believe bang goes through almost every one of hero's projectiles.
You mean the arrow?
Or yeah, sorry, the arrow goes through almost every one of hero's projectiles. Thank you.
I think the arrow just has a lot of priority, which makes sense because it's really powerful and it's also like slow.
Yeah.
And also leaves him completely vulnerable. Like if you have a reflector and he's doing the arrow, like reflect it, and he will die at like 6 times. Okay, and the Sheik.
This is sort of what I was expecting going into the set. It didn't like in the first set in winner's side of Grand, or in winner's finals. Earl went Sheik all 3 games, and he lost all 3 games, but all 3 were extremely close and not out of their own possibility for Earl to take. So
yeah, if he can get one, then that can get another, and then he could get 3 more.
Yeah. Well, he just needs 2 right now.
Yeah,
Once
he just needs 2
2
right now, and then he doesn't have to worry about losing 1 game.
Exactly.
As they both whiff in front of each other.
But if you're Ravenking, you've got to be confident. You've made this man switch twice now.
Yeah, this is his 3rd character.
Not to mention whatever character used against him when they played in Ladder. I'm not sure about that set.
I don't know. I mean, we know Ravenking was Byleth.
Yeah, we do know Ravenking was Byleth. Going all Byleth today. And 1 game away from taking it. That edge guard from Earl, but...
Oh, the maximum range. The maximum power. Yeah, he was just holding shield, waiting for a mistake to happen.
And that's gotta take so much life out of you if you're Earl. You just hit, like,
how many times I think that's the 3rd SD of his this set. Because he SD'd twice with ZSS one of those games.
Yeah.
I think the second game with her.
Yeah. Wow, that grab.
Wow. This is so many just combos back and forth between both of them. There's the Sheik being such a combo-heavy character who doesn't do that much damage, and Byleth also having some combos, but doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, plus if you're Ravenking, you've been playing Byleth for, this is now your, what, 13th set today as Byleth?
Today, possibly, yeah.
You've got to be so confident in your movement, in your combos, in your everything as Byleth.
But also, he, like, plays Byleth as, like, a joke but not really character.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he'll use Byleth when we're doing, like, doubles or something, because Byleth in doubles is fun.
Mm-hmm.
He'll use Byleth sometimes in singles for, like, friendlies. Like, it's not like a character that nobody knows he has, and then all of a sudden he has, and then he gets a stage spike, which just catapults him forward, because Sheik fighting someone at 100 is not really going to kill that easy.
No, and now we have Earl on his tournament stock. Ravenking 1 stock away from taking this entire tournament. Friday Night Netplay number 22 as Byleth.
Oh, I thought it was the spike.
He heard me talking
so
and wanted to time it correctly.
As the winner of Friday Night Netplay. He said, "You want to see a winner? How about this?"
Claude really out here like, hey, teach.
Hey, Teach, tell me how to kill someone.
Down tilt up air.
Byleth's down tilt, I've been, and not me talking about myself again, but I've really like recently learned Byleth down tilt is really just a slightly slower. Also, congratulations, Ravenking, but also who's surprised? I don't mean that meanly. I'm just like, it's Ravenking.
It's
Now,
Raven
the solo
King.
Byleth though, that is